My favorite memory of meeting Dave is when he was at Barnes & Noble with his children's book, and my son was just through the roof, like so excited to meet Dave, and he still talks about it all the time, and if we're in the car, he's always like, oh, there's David, I hear him.
The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
Taking your time walking over there.
Disappointed if we did not end your final show with at least like 3 solid minutes of dead air, you know? Like, I just feel like it has to.
It's kind of my tradition,
it's your thing, you know? Like, we wonder, like, is he going to talk? Or
It'd be better if it was the joke and a jingle into the dead air. I love that. That's funny.
Let me see if I have a joke and a jingle. You want to see if I have some? I might have some in my note.
I need to find a jingle, so you're going to have to give me a second.
Because you know how everyone's like, oh, Dave is like my dad. Do we have that song that's like really hot on like TikTok right now where it's like, I can be your father figure, put your loving hand in mine?
Well, isn't that an old song?
Yeah.
It's Father Figure by George Michael.
Right.
It is.
Here, get some jingles ready.
I know I'm trying, but hold on. Those jingles are super specific.
What
They
jingles?
should be under jingles?
You have to understand that we have 5 million jingles in here. So the ones that you want.
KDWB.
You're going to have to do that because I don't know how
you want
to
like regular jingles?
Isn't there
No,
a page
it's very
that's called?
specific one. No, we only create that page when we do joke and a jingle.
Oh.
So it doesn't stay up there forever. So that's why I have to look for this specific
What
one.
do you mean? I can just do the jingle if you want.
Well, I mean, give Jenny a minute.
Bailey, read a couple of those notes and let me see if I
You're
can
right.
find
Let me
these.
read some notes.
We were at Mall of America yesterday, and we had a box that you could like leave a note or a question, and then we'd try to read as many as we can, and we got to very few because we were pretty busy. But Bailey has picked through some of them and picked some out here.
Yes, indeed. Okay, this one says, Dave, my first memory of you and KDWB is listening to you on the school bus in 3rd grade because we had a cool bus driver named Peggy. She had orange hair. The super mature 4th graders in the very back of the bus wrote a sign and put it on the back window of the bus for other cars to see. The sign read, honk if you're an HOAR. Anyways, thanks for all the great memories and for feeling like a friend. Ask for me if you ever come to eat at Maynard's in Excelsior. I work there. That's from Anna.
From Anna. Okay, I'll remember that.
That's so funny.
It's a little fancy for me.
Honk if you're an HOAR. This one says, I loved playing ukulele with you and hearing you on the radio. That's from Bella.
Aw, thank you, Bella. She's so sweet.
This one says, Dave, I'm 60. You've gotten me through cancer 3 times.
Hey.
Wow.
And she wrote,
Cancer? She wrote that?
She underlined cancer 3 times.
Which is the worst bit of all time, but it came from Bailey because...
Well, when you're looking on WebMD, you've got like, I've got this sore shoulder and now I don't know what's wrong with me. I'll type it into WebMD and the cancer.
Cancer?
What? She says, I've also had birth of 2 kids and death of my husband, so you've gotten me through it all. That's from Mo on the Go. Let's see. This one says, this one's a question. Can you answer a question?
I'll try.
Out of all your years at KDWB, which one was your favorite for music?
Ooh, yeah, I can't say that one would stick out, but I would say
like
probably
an era?
the era of Christina Aguilera, the era of Britney, the Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC, because music was like... It was so different then. It was just like joyful and fun, and even like ballads by them were like joyful and fun and very sweet. And back then, it wasn't so manufactured. I mean, It still was. Backstreet Boys didn't write their own music or play their own instruments, but they didn't claim to.
Right.
You know, Max Martin wrote them, and they had studio musicians play. Well, hold on,
Birth control.
It could be my phone.
Oh.
I mean, once again, we need some of the classic things that happen every morning to happen. So that makes sense that his alarm would be going off in the middle
sure
of a
does.
live break.
But I really love that because, you know, it was just like it was just such an innocent period of music. Christina didn't write her own songs, and nobody expected her to.
Yeah.
And she just sang beautiful songs, and Britney and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and LFO, just fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Here's one. Dave, I was brought to this country at a very young age, and you were the staple of my learning from English to music culture. Wow. I have been listening for 25 years. You've been the radio station my kids listen to when they're on their way to school. War of the Roses was tea, as they would always say. Mm-hmm. You will be truly missed. Wish you nothing but the best. That is from MXG.
Thank you.
And then this is the last one I pulled. So, congrats, Dave. I remember you when you first came to KDWB and will miss your soothing voice, making me laugh every morning. My dad lived in Colorado and loved hearing you talk about Colorado, like Casa Bonita, LOL. I saw a Zero Res van in Colorado and thought of you. You taught me where to always find the side to pump gas on. I couldn't go to the fair the year that you had Nick the Stoner t-shirts, I had my friend pick one up for me, and I was on the phone with her and telling her which shirt, and I heard your voice and asked, "Is that Dave Ryan?" You grabbed the phone and said hello to me. You're such a kind person, and I wish you well on your next adventure in life.
Those are very sweet. Somebody just sent an email, and they said, how can we email Dave? You can email, because I'm still here. I'm just not on the air. I'm like behind the scenes and doing commercials and things like that, and working with our lovely clients. Wedding Day Diamonds, Zero Res, Snap Fitness, Rasmussen University, Pilgrim Dry Cleaners. It's, the list goes on and on and on. But if you want to email me, you can send them to ryanshow@kdwb.com. I think I'll still have access to that, right?
Well, don't look at me. I don't know what your future holds.
Well, nobody else would want that.
But you're still Dave Ryan at KDWB.
I'm still Dave Ryan, but that's more businessy because don't send that's a businessy one.
Yeah, but Ryan Show, why would we have that? If the Ryan Show's not a thing.
You don't need it.
Well, I don't even have access to it now.
Don't you have access to it?
I don't have access to anything, Dave.
Oh, you could have access if you wanted. You just don't.
Not to.
You don't want to have access.
Right. So ryanshow@kdwb.com if you want to send an email. And if you want to ask for a cameo, your boy is on Cameo. And I'm like $11 or $12.
Yeah, and he's also he's already burned through a lot of his retirement funds. So if you could help him out,
I really have. Yeah, I'm on a fixed income, so I need some cameos. So if you want me to send a cameo, it's like $11. Okay, we found the jingles, so we're going to do Joke and a Jingle coming up next. I love it on KDWB.
Hold on. I got to drop off these.
That would have been classic, though. He just starts pressing. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Hi, Dave. We're all going to miss you so much.
The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Dave Ryan in the morning show, and we're just giving hugs in the studio right now. Everyone's coming to say goodbye to Dave. Dave, you want to do Joke?
Yeah. Okay, so where's Bailey? I need Bailey here for Joke and a Jingle.
Apparently, what up, though? They brought us donuts yesterday. They're downstairs right now, so they ran down to say hi to them and take a picture or something.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll wait for Joke and a Jingle until Bailey and Vaughn get back to enjoy the humor. So we do have someone special here in the studio. When I say special, I mean like special. Hello, Stephanie.
Hi, David.
For the last time.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Stephanie and I met on Instagram about a year or so ago because I was like, she posts all these fun, weird things that are going on over the weekend. So let's have her on the show. And she's like, I'll be happy to do it. So every Friday with no pay, no benefits whatsoever.
It's free advertising for me.
It kind of is. There is that. So tell us it's a long holiday weekend. And it's supposed to be nice a lot of the weekend, maybe not the entire weekend. But what do you got going on this weekend?
I did find some fun stuff. So starting out, the free silent disco in Minneapolis Parks is back this weekend. They are going to be tonight. Tonight's the 22nd, right? Yeah.
Yes, correct.
6 to 9 tonight at the Commons Park in downtown, which is by U.S. Bank Stadium, that big green space outside.
Okay.
So they're going to set up, they're going to have what it's called, the DJ booth, I guess. Three DJ booths, 9 DJs rotating through in 1 hour shifts. One of their channels is going to be kid appropriate, so it's not going to be like Veggie Tales, but no swearing and no sex talk. You check out headphones with your ID and dance and chill in the park downtown.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, there's a petting zoo coming to a winery in Farmington. It's called Pet and Sip. It's at the Willow Pond Winery, and they're going to have mini Highland cows. Highland cows are the ones with all the hair in their face. Yeah. So that's going to be on Sunday from 1 to 4. And then number 3 is the Twin Cities Skaters are going to be coming back. They're kicking off their outdoor season on Memorial Day from 5 to 8 at the ROC, the St. Louis Park Outdoor Rec Center.
Okay.
And it's free. They have rentals and free skating for everyone. They'll have a DJ and play some games and just get out.
Got to have a DJ.
Yeah, yes. And number 4 is another chance to meet a Disney princess. They're going to be at Dave & Buster's this time. This is going to be tomorrow from 10 to noon. They're going to have Merida, which is the princess from Brave with the crazy red hair. Mm-hmm. And then Rapunzel also. They'll have a red carpet, crown making station, face painting, and a little sing along. So you can also buy Dave & Buster's play passes, I guess.
Love
Dave.
it.
So that sounds super fun.
Okay, and if you miss any of these, find Stephanie.Rosner on Instagram, Stephanie.Rosener. Stephanie, you've been so kind and so funny, and you've become a friend coming in.
Thank you. Isn't it crazy? You're just you want to come on my show? And I'm like, the guy I've been listening to my whole life. Yes, I'll be there.
I didn't know you
whenever
listened.
You say so. Of course.
Okay, well, thank you
You're
for all
a
of
staple
this.
of the Twin Cities community. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. All right, also a staple of the Dave Ryan Show, Joke and a Jingle.
Yeah.
Joke making a jingle because jingles they used to be the heart and soul of a radio DJ show because we would tell a joke and then we would jingle. Okay. So here we go. We're going to try this. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Best part of being on vacation, sleeping late, seeing new places, and missing all of Weather Girl Jenny's kickball stories. Okay, here we go.
So these are old jokes.
Yeah, they're old. Yeah. Yeah, Fallon is pretty excited. Fallon is pretty excited because she got a lift kit for Jake. He's short.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Bong.
Here we go. Fallon lives in Minnetrista. Different world out there. It's quiet, lots of deer, and hers is the only house with an old washer on the porch. She's a hillbilly.
I like that you explain it after the joke's over. Yeah.
Kids, no, I'll skip that one.
Kids, am I right? KDWB.
Jake is not going to change the joke here. Regular guy, Bailey's boyfriend, regular guy, pretty excited about his new job. He works down at the M&M factory. He throws out all the W's. Get it? You get it. Yeah, you don't get it, do you?
I get it.
Yeah.
Upside down M's.
Upside down, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. That's so funny.
Regular guy, pretty excited about his new job down at Bed Bath & Beyond. He works part-time as a weighted blanket. So.
Yeah, he does.
Tina, web girl Tina.
Oh, we love her.
She's gone now.
Well, I mean,
she's
she's
not
alive.
dead. She's on her honeymoon in
She's in
Turkey
Africa.
or something like that. It's Turkey. Okay.
Turkey, yep.
Tina's pretty excited to have a date this weekend. Well, it's not really a date, but her dad bought her a cardboard stand-up of Harry Styles, so that's pretty close.
KDWB.
I think that's it.
That's it?
Well,
Okay.
that was nice.
I'm sure if you had more or not.
Well, here's one from the COVID days.
Okay.
This is from the COVID
All right,
days.
hold on.
okay?
Give me 2 seconds because
Yeah,
I got to
okay.
prepare for this. I didn't
This
know
is
if
from
you
the
had
COVID
more or
days.
not. Okay.
Ready?
I'll be ready by the time the
Okay.
joke ends.
Scientists in Anoka are busy developing a mask that the virus cannot pass through, but meth smoke can. So,
Woo-hoo! I love a good old joke.
I got one more about you, Jenny.
One more? Okay,
yep.
hold on.
Sure.
Yep.
Weather girl Jenny picking up some extra income this week by renting out her boobs as shade for swimmers at Bidet McCosca. So that is joke.
That was an investment that I would make again. Jenny's
The boobs for
Bailey.
shade. Renting out the
Honestly,
boobs for shade.
Yeah.
It was an easy job. They did get a little burnt.
I know. What are we going to do
wasn't
now on
good.
the show, Jenny? Anything good?
Well, do you want to play any kind of classic song? It's up to you. I say we take a little bit of a break. We got some guests in studio, so I wanted to just say hi to them.
Sure, yes.
So is there a specific song that you want
We
to play,
haven't played
Dave?
Edina Girls, and I
Okay.
think maybe we should play Edina Girls.
Well,
because-
that or like an actual song, not
an
just a
actual
parody.
song. Well, sure.
Yeah.
Can I pick the song?
Yeah, that's why I'm...
That
is what she said.
Okay. There's so many good ones.
Yeah,
so
what are
many
you
good ones.
thinking?
Can we play Work From Home?
That is the most random choice, and I fully support it.
I like that
Is it
song.
because that's what you're going to be doing now? You just be working
Oh, I never
it,
thought about that one.
working
Yeah,
it from home,
I
baby.
never thought about that one.
Work
Let's play Work From
it.
Home.
Zumba.
Here we go on KDWB. I love that song. That's why we wanted to play it. Man, I get to do whatever I want to.
That was such a good choice, and I was so proud of you because I was expecting 38 Special.
Yeah.
What do you want to play? I don't know, a little 38 Special.
There's that. But thanks for all the text messages this morning. I'm sorry, there's so many people asking for shout outs, and we're just not able to get to them all because they're coming in like wildfire. It's crazy. But I will say shout out to, it looks like Addie is 8 years old today.
Wow.
So, and thank you, Bob, celebrating his 11-year anniversary with his wife, Thea.
Wow.
Hey,
So,
can I
thank
also give a shout out to What Up, though? Yesterday, they brought us some donuts to the live broadcast at Mall of America. Today, they're downstairs with the trailer. First of all, you guys didn't have to do that, so thank you. These ice cream infused donuts look insane.
Can I really show me it?
There's so many toppings, and we got the plain one.
Yeah, we got the plain ones because we're trying to watch our figure, actually.
So
So,
they're like an ice cream sandwich with a donut as
With
the
a
cookie.
literally,
donut.
That is sinfully delicious.
Like
You're
an
looking on
Those look
ASMR.
so good.
YouTube Live. Their location, What Up, though, is in St. Anthony, if you want to go check them out. But thanks, guys, for doing this for Dave.
Wow, Bailey,
that's very
I
nice.
see
Thank
what
you.
that mouth do now.
Bailey, you're
cold.
disgusting. Do you have to eat on the air? Nobody, you don't see, you know who
it's for the
you don't
YouTube
see?
viewers. Huh?
What don't you
What were
see,
you going to
Dave?
say?
What don't you see?
You don't see Amelia
Yeah.
on Channel 4 eating an ice cream
Never.
sandwich during the TV news.
Yeah, when was the last time you watched Amelia on the TV?
I watched her the other night because she had me on. Yay. I just want to tell you, it's a little foggy outside, so we got to blow the foghorn so we don't run into any other radio stations. So
It's also very chilly.
it is kind of chilly out. Yeah. Supposed to be nice this weekend, though. I mean, today's Friday, but it's going to be like in the 80s by Sunday.
Yes. High 70s. But on Monday, Memorial Day, it's actually going to be a nice day, not a rainy day. It's going to be 80s and like sunny for the most part.
Wow, good. So, like,
At least
summer.
as of now, that's what my Doppler says.
Okay.
It can always change. Dave, we do want to do something that we bombarded you with it like probably 4 years ago, because Dave does something they're called teasers, and it's where he talks about what's coming up for the next day. You hear him throughout the day on the radio station, but a lot of times he'll screw up and then he swears and he yells at himself via swearing. And so we started to take those, edit them, and play them back so you could hear the funniness of it. And some of them are kind of filthy too. So Vaughn's going to play them.
Christmas Wish Day 2. Listen tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, mascara alert, because sometimes they get a little bit fucked up. Okay, do it again. It's a guy on the roof next door. Kind of weird to see somebody on that roof.
Mr. Distracto. Okay.
All right, I know you're tired of hearing about it, but Sabrina Carpenter flying off to L.A. is a big deal. We'll have all your... fuck that one. Who cares? All right, little Price is Right. Here we go. It is a brand new Arctic Cat High Performance ZR 9000 Hunt.
Jeez, you just get so frustrated.
Don't worry. Some of these aren't as much as that. But
All right, the calendar says spring, but the weather's not really spring-like. But what's always what you can expect is Kate. That's stupid. I don't know what I'm even trying to do. Dumb, stupid motherfucker.
Going in.
Big show tomorrow live at Mall of America. Lee Volsvik, Extreme Jamie, Angie Taylor, Corey Foley, Wilson, Intern John, Lena, Fallon, Steve, Bailey, Vaunton, Jenny, and me. The Dave Ryan Show farewell show. Mall of America's fucking God damn it. Jesus bucket.
Whoa. What? Because why was that top of mind?
I want to let you know I'm never really mad during these. I'm not mad like throwing things. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
I love it when I'm in here and I'm watching you do them. And then you mess up, and I just make a face like, this guy's supposed to be a professional. And you're always like, shut up, Bailey.
So supportive.
Hey, Fallon.
Yeah.
You. KDWB.
Yes, we're using that one, Drake. Put it in. I want to see what happens.
Don't, because he'll do it. Well, you said to put it in. Well, don't get me wrong. We weren't like rooting through the we're picking up litter. We'll tell you more about fuck you, stupid dick.
Hold that, Drake.
Jenny in the background.
Guy wants to plan a bachelor party. Okay, big deal. But he's confused about whether there should be a stripper or they should do something really simple. Or now I'm you. Hey, it's Dave. Here we are in the middle of the night. Me, you, and a bottle of Jergens here in the studio. What? KDWB.
Yeah, that's better. You creep. You fucking creep.
Don't put that one on, Drake.
now this last one
All
is
he's putting on.
He
He's
runs it
putting
all
it
the
all
time.
day today, too.
this last one is definitely my favorite.
Okay, can't wait.
Brace yourself.
Hey, it's Dave. I just got back from Hawaii. Who has tan lines on their lips? This guy from sucking dick. No, not from sucking dick, Fallon. It's from drinking. But you'd see like a tan line where they had the balls on my chin.
All right.
Wow.
I went through some archives of old ones that we had pulled, and I was dying laughing at some of these.
That is shameful. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. You did it.
Thanks for all those. All right, I think we have time to play the Hollister song.
Yeah.
It'll be the last time you hear the Hollister song. I think it's on YouTube if you just can't get enough. This is little 15-year-old Allison on KDWB.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. HOLLISTER, yeah. HOLLISTER. There's a store, Dad, down at the mall, and you can smell it from way down the hall, 'cause they spray stuff on all their clothes down at Hollister. Oh, spendy, spendy. Hollister, 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 down at Hollister. Hollister, Hollister. All their clothes clothes are super cute. Tees and tanks and camis too. Mom, can I please have a few bucks so I don't look like you? Employees all drink Caribou. Either that or Jamba Juice. Take me, I'll be nice to you. All the gay guys shop there too. American Eagles over with. They're just so 2006. You can go but don't come in, cause you're so embarrassing. Me and my friends buy their clothes, then we grab our camera phones, strike an inappropriate pose, and put the pictures on MySpace. Hollister, 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 down at Hollister. Hollister, Hollister.
Oh my God, Allison, give me a break. We're on a beer budget. You got champagne taste. I'm taking you to Penny's and then over to Pomida. You ain't wearing clothes that show off your booty. If you want to go to college, then you better well acknowledge that we gotta save some money. So what's wrong with dressing funny? I don't want to make you mad, but Walmart really ain't that bad.
If you take me to Walmart, then you're not my dad. Dad, can you give me $150?
What do you need $150 for?
I'm going to Hollister.
Hollister, they got great stuff down at Kmart. We're getting in the car, we're going to Kmart. Let's go.
Kmart? Just give me your wallet.
101.3 KDWB. This is the Dave Ryan in the Morning Show. Dave just walloped an entire donut or a bagel or something.
It's a bagel.
It's a bagel? Wow, I've never seen you chew so fast. Oh, nice.
You were
Nice.
the one
Yeah, but
going to town on that.
I understand looking at the time and being like, oh, I have 15 seconds. I can take a bite and get through it by the end of that 15 seconds. And you apparently do not have that wherewithal.
Well, it's all your years of experience in radio,
It is.
Bailey.
Too. It's my anniversary today, David.
I know it's your
It's a
anniversary
weird
today.
way to celebrate.
No, it is. No, it's totally like you're totally being overshadowed on your second anniversary here.
I am too.
Bailey, there's a story behind how Bailey and I met. We probably told it enough times. You don't need to hear it again.
Yeah.
But I always thought we put Bailey on the phone one time because we were kind of friends, and you were calling me or texting me something about a funny date or something that went bad, and you're like, I can't figure out men. I can't figure him out. And I said, you got to tell this story on the radio. So you came on the radio, and you did such a funny job telling it. I said, oh, I got to remember her.
Mm-hmm.
And then didn't you fill in a couple of times?
Well, I mean, I think I was like a weird dating correspondent for about 6 years, and I would call in maybe like once or twice a year. And then I filled in for Jenny when she went on jury duty.
That's right.
Yeah. So
And then
it was a
you're
good
like-
time, great oldies.
And we said, well, you work cheap, and so
Free, actually.
for free. And then there was like and when Drake was gone, then we said, oh, well, we need somebody to to run for donuts and coffee.
And that's what I've done.
And so, no, you've been great.
Thanks.
You've been wonderful.
But there's even greater people here now.
There are,
And I feel like they're standing right behind me.
the family is here.
Woo!
Carson and Susan and Allison are all here, and we'll talk to them
Oh, Allison smells really good. She just
coming
came
up in a second.
I'm going to grab the call real quick. Juanita's on the phone.
Oh, is the girl Juanita on the phone?
Yeah, you know. She
Hey,
had the
girl,
call.
hey.
Hey. You know I'm mad at you, Dave, because you were supposed to call my job yesterday and get me out of work.
Did you come down to the mall yesterday?
No, I couldn't because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to call my job and get me out of work. I had to go down to the North County Sheriff's Office and ask them to call my job and tell them I was arrested. But they said if I didn't get the HELL hockey sticks out of there, they would arrest me for real.
They're like, not you again, Juanita.
Exactly. They're sick of me.
I am sorry about that. Juanita, you are a riot. You're funny. You're a friend. I don't even remember how we met. I'm not sure if I remember, but you've been on the show off and on for a couple of years.
The first time I met you was at Pilgrim's Cleaners when I took my kids' coats down there, the ones that they never wore.
Yes, yeah.
You were off getting coffee, and she rolled up, and I knew exactly who she was,
The
and
one
then
over,
you came up.
Yeah, you're over
Because
the one over in Golden
first 2
Valley.
seconds I saw Jenny, I said the F word, and she said, I know exactly who you are.
Yeah,
I did. I was like, that's Juanita.
easy voice to recognize. So you have been a lot of fun. You've been a riot. It's been fun meeting you. It was fun hanging out with you at the dog park, and then Bailey's
Birthday. Was she
Bailey's
at my
mom.
birthday?
No,
No,
Bailey's
but
mom's. Yeah, Bailey's mom's retirement.
Mom's retirement party, yes.
Thank you for
Yes.
coming to that. That was really sweet.
Oh, that was so fun. That was so much fun.
So what's in the future for you, Juanita?
Well, see, now I don't know what to do. I don't know who to. My husband's already sick of me ranting all the time, so now I don't know who to rant to anymore.
Well, there's still going to be, call Colt.
Yeah.
And rant.
Or TikTok, Juanita. I feel like you could really pop off on
Yes.
TikTok.
You could.
I'm too old for TikTok.
That'll be the bit.
There's a lot of old hens on TikTok.
There are so many old hens.
Don't worry about it.
Cheep, cheep.
Juanita, you're the best. It's been fun knowing you, and I will see you on Instagram. DM me, and I'll watch for you, okay?
Okay, yes, I will. You are so loved.
Well, I love you back, Juanita. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday.
You want to play that in the next hour?
No.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You know what I would like? You should play that song again that Vaughn put together.
We're going to.
That was very
tribute?
sweet. That was
beautiful.
very sweet. All right, we'll be right back on KDWB for one more hour of the show.
Thanks for sharing your life with us and making us feel like a part of that family. Love you guys.
The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
All right, we here. Past the hour of the Dave Ryan Show.
Hey, happy anniversary, Vaughn.
Yes, it's our anniversary. Tomorrow will be 2 years since we joined the show officially.
Yeah.
I joined like a little before 2 years ago.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Dave and Jenny are downstairs. Shout out to What Up, though. They brought us ice cream infused donuts. I should not be having this at 8 in the morning.
Ask me how many donuts I've eaten today.
I can see there's 4 in front of you.
Well, I've eaten 3 donuts, and yesterday I had 2. And this whole week, I've probably eaten at least 7 donuts total, and there's a bagel right here.
Fatty.
How come when, you're celebrating something, everyone brings sweets and like cakes and donuts and things and not like a salad?
Because who wants that?
Me.
That's like trick or treat carrots. Like nobody wants that.
Yeah, I would mind something crunchy.
You could also just go eat a salad.
No, I'm busy.
For once.
I got
All right.
donuts.
Dave and Jenny are downstairs. Shout out What Up, though, for bringing the ice cream infused donuts. They're in St. Anthony if you want to go check them out. Earlier, I made a song for Dave with talkbacks from you because you were so gracious sending your love and support about what Dave has meant to you throughout the years, whether you've listened for the first time a month ago or you've been listening for the whole 33 years. So we're going to play the song. And thank you for sending in these talkbacks.
I'm really going to miss Dave because you've been a part of my morning for so long, since I was a little girl.
Dave, thank you for being a voice of comfort.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go.
I feel like I grew up with you because we are just a year or 2 apart. You are going to be missed greatly. You deserve this. Hi, Dave. I love you so much. I'm going to miss the crap out of you.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Hey y'all, hey, Juanita here. I am so glad that you are getting the opportunity to be able to retire. But as you know, this sugar honey iced tea still pisses me the F off.
KDWB will never be the same without you.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time.
You were new on the radio. I was newly back to Minnesota living in foster care, and listening to your show gave me hope and happiness in the morning.
Dave, please don't leave. Why do you have to leave? I miss you, Dave.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
To not have you, it's kind of weird feeling, and I hope that you have a great retirement.
I've never been written up as an employee in my entire life, but I would get to work early and sit in my car, and I wouldn't go into work until War of the Roses was over. And then finally I got written up, and I was crying in the boss's office, and like, why are you late? I'm like, I can't leave the War of the Roses.
Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Our family moved from Missouri to Minnesota about 9 years ago. We found your morning show, listened to it all the time. It filled such a hole. It got my son into radio, so much so that he insisted he get a radio that runs off of batteries and you have to actually turn the dial to find the station.
Dave, everyone in Minnesota loves you. You are an icon. Take all of this stuff to the heart because you just took so much time to pour into all of us throughout the years. And we love you and wish you the best.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I've been listening to you for like 25 years. I'm almost nervous to see what the show's going to be like without you. There's never, ever going to be another show like the Dave Ryan Morning Show.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Well, thanks a lot, you guys.
Oh, buddy. You
It
okay?
is, I'm doing good. I'm happy. I am. It's a little bit surreal. Like I told you yesterday when we were at the Mall of America, just looking out at all those people that had shown up, it was like hard to believe it's for me. It's kind of like, oh, they're not. I mean, your mind doesn't let you believe it
Right.
because why? Why would they? You know what I mean? Why?
I thought it was really cute not cute, I don't know, like meaningful at the end when you're like, thanks everybody for being here. This is all about you. We wouldn't be here, whatever. And then everybody stood up and like gave you like a standing ovation.
I couldn't believe that. I didn't know what to do.
That was cute.
I've never had a standing ovation.
You know what you should have done? You should have gone to the front of the stage and then like turned around and then just like fell backwards and seen if they caught you or not.
They would all dodge out of the way. Ambulance is called. Dave let out in a gurney with a concussion. Yeah.
That'd be a good bit, though.
Good bit. What? Yeah. The people would remember it.
Yeah.
No, that was a lot of fun. And it is, we're down to like the last 50 minutes. Did we get a hold of our special guest?
No, not yet, but maybe they'll be calling back. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. We'll give it a second here.
All right.
It is I don't know what you guys were just talking about because I was on the.
We were talking about the crowd yesterday and how fun it was to be out there.
Yeah.
And all the people that came by and again, you've heard me tell the story about all the former show members. Everybody that was anybody on the show came by and they were all like great and happy to be there. And it just meant the world to me that, but I think that, it's not just me. It's their experience here at KDWB that was so positive. Everybody had a positive experience here, except Jackson and Drake and Cassie and Cassie. Yeah. But everybody's had a positive experience here. So it wasn't all just about me.
Yeah.
It was, partially about our show. But Steve loved being here. He was here for 15 years. That's a centerpiece of his life. His life's it's going to go downhill from here.
It already has.
Have you seen him?
But he was so funny. He was so funny. And Wilson and Lee and, they all have such great affection for, this show and the station, the people who listen.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, and we didn't really get a chance, Dave, to talk to you during the show yesterday because there were so many amazing people here. But we, as a whole, also want to say just like thank you so much. I'll let Bailey go first because she is a woman of many words.
So yesterday, obviously, we all got to like roast you, and then at the end of everybody's roast, they said something nice about you. But I roasted you as your dog Bernie. And so I didn't get to say anything nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to do this extemporaneously, and then I ended up just writing the whole thing. So I'm just going to read it.
All right.
Okay. Hold on. I'm not going to face Allison when I'm reading it.
My daughter Allison is here. Oh, Allison.
Okay. My earliest memory of the morning show is sitting with my sister on the bathroom floor while my mama did her hair and makeup every morning getting ready for work. We would see y'all at Amit's Apple Farm every fall and the State Fair every summer. Then, as an adult, I'd come to girls' night outs, booty cruises. When other people my age moved to podcasts and streaming music, I was still driving a 1994 Toyota Corolla. So listening to the radio was all I had known, and I was good at it. But I never really thought of myself as a super fan. I was just a girl with a radio. There are people out here who never miss a minute of the Dave Ryan Show, and there are people out here who have listened since your first day. I would listen on my drive to work. I would listen when I was in unfamiliar places to bring me a sense of familiarity, and I listened because that's just what I did. And you were the fabric of my life, and you were always there. And so I feel so incredibly lucky to have been here for this little moment at the end of your career. It's truly been the most fun job I've ever had after working at Disney World and the historic farm, and the liquor store was pretty fun.
Okay.
So that's all.
We're
I love you, Dave.
Aww.
That is very sweet.
That's very
You've been
sweet.
so good. I tell people all the time how funny you are, and you're a good friend, and you are like you and I are on the same wavelength sometimes when it comes to humor. That we can finish each other's sentences. No, sentences.
That's what I was going to say.
Sandwiches. See, she's funny. She's funny. So.
No, I do. It's been a joy, and I do think it is nice to like be able to talk to somebody who has the same exact sense of humor as you, and not have to like work at it. So people are like, "Do you like your job?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just get to show up and talk to my friend every day."
Oh, that's very sweet. No, Bailey and I make fun of people all the time. It's like, like you tell some hysterical joke and they're like, are you serious?
Why would you say that to me?
No. Well, I do it to Susan all the time. I call her a big old fat B word.
It's a good bit.
And she's like, why would you say that? And I'm like, it's a joke.
Come on. It's a joke. Do you get it?
Aw.
Okay, that's all.
Okay.
Very
Thank
sweet.
you.
I'm going to let Vaughn take the floor next.
Daddy Bear. I feel like, and I kind of said a little bit yesterday, it's weird because I didn't know you before this show like Bailey, and I haven't worked with you as long, but man, in just literally 2 years, almost to the day, I have learned so much working with you. And I didn't ever expect to work with you. I, love radio, and I'm a radio nerd, and you kind of know that because you and I, talk about like a lot of radio things,
Sure,
and I
yeah.
ask you, advice and talk about this person. And I just didn't think that this would, impact me as much as it did. I knew it's the Dave Ryan Show, but I didn't know anything about the Dave Ryan Show because I'm not from here. And so when I got the opportunity, which again wasn't even supposed to happen, I was just blessed with the opportunity to start working on this show. I was like, wow, I need to step up to the plate because Dave and at the time, Fallon and Jenny and XYZ, you guys are, hard workers, and you guys, you step up to the plate working with Dave. You have made such an impact on me. You continue to push me, my creativity. You tell me to continue to challenge myself. And I don't think, anybody has, they've told me, push yourself. But I give you an idea and you be like, okay, well, go do it then. Or you'll be like, enough talking, just go do it. That's one of the best pieces of advice you ever gave me was stop preparing and just go do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're never going to get anywhere if you don't do. If you keep saying, oh, I'll plan this or I'll write this. I'm going to miss being part of the show. You've shown me what like real radio is. Seriously, there's not another show like the Dave Ryan Show. And in just 2 years, I've learned that. So if you are lucky enough to have a conversation with Dave Ryan, literally just listen. Intern John told me this also when I first got here. He said, if you ever work on the Dave Ryan Show for a sliver of amount of time and you learn nothing, you're an idiot. And I've learned so much. So,
Wow.
David, thank you for, blessing me with the opportunity to work
Well,
by your side every day.
Thank you. You are the real deal. And I told Vaughn, I told him several times, I said, whether it's going to be in radio or whether you're a NASCAR team owner, one day you are going to do big things. I don't know what, the future of radio is, but one day you are going to do big things. I mean, you could own a chain of hair salons, whatever it is. You are, you have a business mind, you have an ambitious mind, and whatever it is you do, you're going to do well at it. There will be some stumbling blocks along the way, and you're like, man, that sucked. I failed. Well, you did fail. But that doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you failed.
Yeah.
And how many times you got to fail before you succeed? So keep on keeping on.
And I appreciate you always just guiding me because a couple of weeks ago, somebody had texted and was like, Vaughn seems like he's always trying to impress Dave. He's corny. And I was, I want to impress him because he's so good at what he does. That's why he is here.
So good.
Shut up.
And
So
humble,
good.
too.
So good.
He's so good. So, of course, I want to impress him. And I always just want to make you proud.
Thank you. You do.
Thank you.
You absolutely do.
I mean, there's so many things I could say about you, Dave, because we've been together now for 10 years. And it's been a wild journey. I just remember moving to the Twin Cities for college. I didn't know anything about radio around here, but the first thing I learned was the Dave Ryan Show, and I started listening and then eventually got to intern, and I got to do the most random bits on the show. I know that there was a little motion where you like juggled boobs up and down, and that meant get Jenny because we needed her. You and
the original 6'7".
That was you kind of did that. And then I remember on my last day as an intern, you and Steve did a classic slow jam for me, and it was absolutely beautiful. It made me laugh so hard. And then I went into the real world and I hated it. And I got back into radio mostly because I was like, I want to do what Dave does. He is such an inspiration. And then I got back on your show, and it has been a journey since then, and I've learned so much. I've been through a lot of different versions of the show as well, and through everything. You have been the constant, and I've learned a ton from you. And I feel like it's been seriously such an honor to have worked with you for so long. And I'm so happy for you. You've accomplished so much, and it's great. It's like so great to see it. And I'm so happy that like you're going to go on to this next chapter of your life and get out in that RV and go on all the adventures and stuff. So thank you, Dave, for letting me be a part of it.
Jenny, you are so sweet. You are just as nice as everybody thinks you are. And you talk about somebody she just never has a bad thing to say about everybody, because I'll come in and I'll try to gossip about somebody. I'll be like, did you see the stupid shirt Meat Sauce is wearing today? What an idiot. And she'll be like, I kind of like it. It's kind of pretty. And I'll be like, well, did you see Rich has got new glasses? Rich's glasses are stupid. Did you see Rich's new glasses? And she'll be like, oh, I helped pick them out. I really like them. She's just got the kindest person. You never have anything bad to say about anybody. But it's funny because once in a while, Jenny gets frustrated. She's like, oh, God, I can't believe the And it's like, because we're all human. Because even when you are like the nicest person in the world, sometimes you're like, oh, Drake.
You heard a lot of that.
So no, we love Drake too. Drake, we give Drake a hard time because he deserves it. But no, Drake was a very sweet kid. But you are just the best. You are so organized. And when I tell Jenny, what are we doing next? A lot of the time, because I don't know. And I don't care.
That's not just a bit.
I don't care. I don't care. But Jenny always knows. And if she doesn't know, she's really good at making something up right away.
I'm pretty good at that.
So thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
We are going to, everybody's been wondering one thing. What happens to the show next? And because, we're all off for the weekend. It's the big, long weekend. Oh, here comes Boss Rich. Jenny was just making fun of your new glasses
That's
a minute
not
ago.
even remotely true. I didn't do anything.
I know.
You said I was wearing glasses.
I stuck up for it.
I'm over here in tears.
I like that sweater, Rich.
Stop it, Bond.
I'm just trying to
Suck
butter
it
up.
up.
Yeah, you can sit down. Pull up that Mikey.
Here comes the boss.
Turn this mic on here.
Turn this on.
Hello.
Here we are.
Hey, so I know you always joke about a sheet cake in the break room.
Because on my 25th anniversary, I said, if they give me a sheet cake in the break room, I'm going to burn this building down. And so they threw this big giant party on the rooftop of 7 sushi and steak, and it was wonderful.
Well, I hope you have your matches today.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is not a sheet cake.
No, it's worse.
It's going to slide off of there. Hold on to
Mandy
it.
make that?
No, but this is the saddest, worst cheesecake.
Wait, what is it?
It's a cheesecake.
I'm going to hold it up. Oh, jeez.
Jeez,
Save it. Here we go.
Almost on the floor.
It says what?
It says, Dave, thank you for 33 years.
They ran out of space.
They ran out of space for years.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
We're on YouTube Live, by the way.
I do love cheesecake, though.
Well, there you go.
You know that I love cheesecake.
It's not a sheet cake.
It's not a sheet cake, so I don't have to burn the place down. So,
there you go.
Because they're just built a new building, so it's awesome.
That'd be rough.
Thank you. Also, I pulled this out of the archives, by the way.
Whoa.
The old
That looks so
KDWB windbreaker.
From the 90s.
That is from the 90s. It looks like it's from the 90s.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And I also, I'm a giant radio geek, so in addition to being fortunate enough to be your program director for all these years, I have loved working with you. And so I have saved things that were in the files from a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
This is, I'll show it to you real quick. This is the press release from when you got hired in 93.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And it says your quote says, this is pretty awesome. Dave Ryan commented, "There's no other station as exciting to me as KDWB. The opportunity to work with a strong management team, great ownership, and a terrific market like the Twin Cities is what every personality strives for."
And I meant it. It seriously
33
was.
years later, this release actually came out May 26th of 1993.
Whoa.
Wow, almost to the
cool is
day.
that?
Yeah.
Wow. No, but people maybe know this, maybe not, but KWB is legendary in the business. I mean, you could work in like Albuquerque or you could work in Boise, and you've heard of KWB because it is such a legendary station.
Does he get to keep that for his scrapbook?
Yeah, you can have that.
Oh, thank you.
That to you. And then I found this, and I don't know why I had this saved, but it's a show sheet. So morning shows put together, a list of things that they want to do on the show every day. And so this is a show sheet from back in the day. At the top, it says 2-time Marconi Award-winning, Crystal Award-winning, KDWB, Dave Ryan in the morning show. And then it says Minnesota Parent Magazine honorary family favorite.
Honorary.
Honorary.
Oh.
Yeah, you were working your way up to a better award. And then below that, it says Minnesota Radio Broadcast Personality of the Year. And then it has, the times and what bits you were going to do at specific times. I don't remember some of these, but
most were forgettable, Rich.
Smelly Guy, Hiram Books, Grammy Contest, Mystery Celebrity. There's Titanic written on here like 4 times. I don't know what that was.
Good movie back in the day, yeah.
No idea. What date was that from?
You know what? It doesn't say a date.
Would have been around 97 if we're talking about Titanic.
Probably, yeah. How Old is Too Old? Smelly Guy you did a couple times, so that must have been a
was
good
a really good bit then.
Anyway, you can check that out
It's
too.
a returning bit.
Wow.
Wow. Cool.
Wow, that's what it used to look like. Wow.
I don't know that I can say anything beyond what everybody has said about you. So I'll give you some perspective just as the program director that has gotten to work with you for, over 13 years. The reason Dave is so good is because he's always working hard. He's always thinking about the show. There were years and years and years where the first email I got on a Sunday morning was from you to talk about whatever idea you were thinking about or what we could do or what crazy billboard you wanted to do. A lot of those billboards, by the way, Dave actually paid for himself. I remember,
Dave Ryan gave me crabs.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I remember that idea, but do you remember what the idea was before we settled on Dave Ryan gave me crabs? There was one before that, and I found it because I have texts from you from forever, and it was Dave Ryan ate my taco. That was what you had sent me first.
I'm glad you
And I think we
workshopped
decided
it.
against
Yeah.
that and went with the crabs.
That's funny. I like them both. That'll be the new one. Okay. That's funny.
We've had so many conversations, good, bad, sad, in my office, talking about the show and the station. We've gotten in trouble for things that you've done. I mean, a year ago, we got in trouble. I had to write you up, and then I got written up.
I remember, yeah.
So that was
we
a good
both
time.
got in trouble with the boss.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boss and the boss's boss.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to say thank you. I said this to you a week or so ago, but radio station's success is really somewhat based on how the morning show does. And so when you have a morning show, and by the way, we just got ratings this past Tuesday, and the Dave Ryan Show, 33 years in, is still number one with women 18 to 49 and number one with women 25 to 54.
Bonus cha-ching.
Yes.
15 whole dollars. I'll take it.
You get 15.
But really, if the morning,
What do you get?
if the morning
I
show
didn't know
is
there was a bonus.
successful,
Handshake.
then the radio station can, be successful too. And so you've done that for a very long time, and it's been a pleasure to work with you, and I've enjoyed it. So,
Well, thank you, Rich.
thanks for everything.
And you know what I'm going to tell you? I've worked with a lot of program directors over the years, and there's program directors that breathe down your neck. Dave, what are you doing? But Rich has always kind of, I think your philosophy is like, you know what you're doing better than probably anybody in the building.
Yep.
So I'll be listening, and if you slip up and play Time Passages by Al Stewart, I might call and say, no, take it off. But I appreciate the freedom and the trust to do this, because a lot of program directors and bosses, over at General Mills, they're not that way. They're not to pick on anybody, but, there's bosses that breathe down your neck all the time, and you just never did, and I really appreciate that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Boss Check obviously became such a big thing. Even yesterday at the mall, I was standing side stage watching you do the show, and there were listeners that were having me sign autographs just because they know me from Boss Check.
Isn't that crazy?
It's wild.
Boss Check is being pull out Time Passages.
Yeah, please do
by
that.
Al Stewart.
Get that song off my radio station.
That's it. That was the best impression.
I don't know why my accent.
I don't know why you
came
turned into a
out
country
when-
bumpkin.
I had to say
It
that,
is stronger.
yes.
This is a voice that is familiar to me, and we make fun of him because we love him. But I think is it Rob?
It
on the
is
phone?
Rob.
Dave, what the hell are you doing over there? Hi, Rob.
Hey, what are you going to do? You're going past 9 o'clock, and we got to make it goodable.
Rob was a bulldog of a manager, in that he took such good care of everybody. But if you ever screwed up, he was right there to let you know. And I remember you called in one time, and it was something like, I did something wrong and I missed a commercial. And you said, well, it better be make goodable. And I was such a D word. I said, I don't think make goodable is a word.
It's a word. Yeah, you should play the Cartman song, which was the "Don't Worry, Be Happy" that Freddie Cruz put together. Don't worry, be happy, and it's all me calling in on the record. Somebody recorded me calling into the hotline and yelling at, what's going on? What are you doing?
All the time. Rob, we love you, though. I remember Rob used to call me almost every afternoon, and he would start every phone call with this: hello? We got a problem. And then I had to listen to whatever it was that I got in trouble for. The American Dairy Association is pissed off at you.
Again?
Again?
Yeah, well, let me just, I would echo a lot of what Rich said, and it's true. And but we always had your back.
You did.
And I've known you since Columbus, so that goes back to the 80s. And I will tell you, you deserve your flowers. You had 33 years, and I told you this the other night. It's one hell of a run, and not many get to go out on their own terms. So you deserve everything you've gotten. And I would echo a lot of it, because I've always had a philosophy, and I know you said that I was hard on some folks, but that's just, I kind of had a football coach's mentality somewhat, maybe. But the one thing about Dave Ryan is I always say, when talent on radio, you have the giddy up factor and the whoa Nelly factor. You're definitely in the whoa Nelly factor, because there's no nonstop with you. I mean, you're always working, and you're always working on things to make things better, to connect with your listeners and the station and ideas. So kudos to you, man. Congratulations, well deserved, and congratulations on going to the Hall of Fame.
Hey, thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. My philosophy was, Rob was like, don't ask him or he'll say no.
Right.
It is better to get forgiveness than to get permission.
Mm-hmm.
Problem was,
yes, you did have that.
I never got either. I never.
Neither.
What did you do now?
those promotion meetings would be like, I need this, and this. And I'm like, well, I don't know what. And then we figure out how to do it. But, you figure out how to do it. And
we
you know
got a
what?
problem. What?
Yeah, but, and again, we want to support you, and, you won. And there were times where I would put out memos. I'm sure Rich does it too. It's like, these numbers are stupid. It's like the ratings comes out and you're like, Ryan's got a 40 share. I mean, no, seriously. And we had some times where it was like, wow. I mean, and so it's legendary, and you can't make that up. It's just, there's a connection there. And so everything, you're hearing from everybody is spot on.
Well, thank you, Rob. I mean, obviously you were a big part of it. You were the boss here from like 96 or 7 all the way to 2006 or 7. Yeah.
Well, I got there a year after you got there. Then Kylie came in for a couple of years, Dan Kylie, and, we learned a lot from him, and Dan was very supportive of you and, treated you really well. Then he went out and had to deal with Rick Dees, which was a whole nother matter. That's a whole nother story that nobody wants to hear about. But then, I had 17 some odd years, and obviously Rich came in with me, and then Rich came back. And so, it's been a great run, and KDWB is a great radio station. And you're right. Everybody, when I left and went to Florida and talked to other folks in other companies and deal with other people, it's certainly a recurring theme of how great that radio station is.
It is. It's a big radio
and you
station.
Are.
Rob, thank you very much. This is the nicest he's ever been to me in my entire life, and I appreciate you. Shout out to your wife, Suze. And Rob, thanks for all you've done for radio and all you've done for me. I appreciate you.
Congrats, Dave. Take care.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Best wishes.
I'm going to play the Cartman song, though.
Yeah.
Can I play? Do
it.
we have time to play the Cartman song?
Well, I mean, Rich, I don't know. You're the boss. We should have been in commercials 5 minutes ago.
Oh, man. You know what? Play the song.
Okay, here's the Cartman song. When he used to call the radio station and yell at me.
I was on the tram in Colorado once with a really terrible sunburn, so I was putting my face up against the metal pole that you hang on to. Dave Ryan looked me right in the eyes and said, "That is disgusting." Happy retirement, Dave Ryan. Good luck.
The Dave Ryan Show on KDWB.
Okay, so in our last 10 minutes of the show, 10 minutes, the last 10 minutes of 33 years, I just want to tell the whale joke. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Oh, we've got a lot of requests for it.
Not. But I do corporate events. So if you want me to come to your corporate event, tell the whale joke, I've got a 30-minute version of it. So, joking. Nobody's laughing. No.
No, I was prepared for it. I actually wanted you to do it, honestly.
This time.
I love the whale joke.
There is, a lot of people are saying, what is going to happen with the show? And that's a fair question. Well, first of all, it's a holiday weekend, so nothing will happen on Monday. There will be lots of music and that type of thing. But starting Tuesday, and I think you're going to be excited about this, Fallon and Colt will be moving to the morning show. But before you go, my gosh, what's going to happen to everybody else? Let me just tell this. There are going to be some surprises. So I am not at liberty to say what the surprises are. But Fallon and Colt, who do a great job in the afternoon, will come and do the morning show. But there will be other things. There will be other surprises. And that's really all I can tell you.
Are you sure?
I'm so tempted to make a bad joke. I hate quiet.
I know
hate
you
tension.
are. That's why I was trying to break the silence for you.
I hate all the quiet and the tension. But I'm so happy for Fallon and Colt. And I think people will love their show. And maybe you've never listened to them before. Give them a chance. I think a lot of people have listened to them. So, but then there are other surprises as well that I can't tell you, which I feel weird about, because it shouldn't be me that has to like announce, what's going on. But I think people look to me as like, okay, you're the big mouth on the station. How about you tell us?
Oh yeah, and people wanted to know what was coming next after you.
Yeah. So there you go.
People also want a farewell speech from you.
Yeah, you have to. One time for the one time.
I always tell people when you make a speech, never wing it. I always say, write it, plan it. Susan, my wife, the other day, come over here for 1 second because she hates being on the radio.
Come on, Susan.
Unless she's got some making fun of me about something, about have to wear a bib around the house, because I do wear a bib when I eat. Carson, you saw me put on a bib last night because I get food all over myself. What did you tell me? You asked the other day. You said, "Are you going to what are you going to say?" Right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And what did you think I was going to say?
I wasn't sure. It could go any way. So, surprise to us all.
I said I haven't written anything. I haven't done anything. I haven't written anything. I said I always tell people, plan your speech. Don't wing it, because it doesn't always go well. But for this one, I think that first of all, over the course of the last week and especially the last couple of days, I've kind of said all that I wanted to say, but I guess I have to kind of sum it up here, which I'm more than happy to do. And first of all, it's about the people. It's all about the people. And when I say people, I mean the people that worked on the show and the people like you who listen to the show. And I always say, whether you've listened for a week or 33 years or somewhere in between, we need each other. We need each other. I need you. You needed someone like this radio station, something like this radio station, and that's why you're here, to fill a certain hole or gap or whatever it is in your life. And I think that radio is so good at doing that. And I'm honored and so happy that we may have been able to help you fill that gap of whether it's loneliness or you need a laugh or you need some company or you're on a road trip or you just want some fun or you want to hear War of the Roses. We need each other. But I'll also say that about the people who have worked here on the show. So many people that have been on the show the last couple of days, they've been saying, thank you, thank you, thank you for all you've done for me. And I'm like, no, thank you for all you've done for me. Like Lena comes up, she's like, you took me from a bank teller to now she's like a big deal and lives in New York. Fallon was a hillbilly, and she still is, but now she's got a big afternoon show. And she's like, thank you. And then intern John, he was like a goofy kid with, like ambition, wasn't vaunt, and people say thank you. And I'm like, no, we need each other because I needed you. There's no way that I could have come here and done any of this without the wonderful, amazing people that have been here on the show. Bailey and I needed each other. Jenny and I and Vaunt and I needed, just kind of like you need your partner. You need each other. So I have needed you. You've needed me. I'm sad because I don't know how bad I'm going to miss doing this. But at the same time, I think I've matured to the point where I don't need to be fed with attention anymore. Like, we love attention. We all love attention. Positive attention, not stalker attention, but positive attention, yeah. But we all love positive attention. And I think as I've gotten older and more mature, I don't feel the need to seek attention. I hope, because I get fed, my heart and soul gets fed from other things, the family and Bernie, not Roger. We're not close, but
that's Susan's cat.
That's Susan's cat. but the kids and the family and adventures and the people who have listened. And I still hope that, I'll still be on Instagram and Facebook. And I don't know that I'll be on there as much, but I'll be on there once in a while. And I appreciate all the DMs. And by the way, if you want to reach out to me for anything, try to reach me at ryanshow@kdwb.com. And I will try to answer every email. I don't know how many I'm going to get. If I'm going to get 1,500, I might not be able to answer all of them, but I will read every one of them. And if you need me for anything, let me know. You can also get a cameo because I make $11 or $12 from each cameo.
And you'll need it.
And I'll need it because I'm on a fixed income.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play one last song here in a second. And I play this song because I love this song because I never knew this song that's 20, 25 years old had such a positive message, but it really does have such a sweet, positive message in a song that doesn't sound like it's a sentimental song at all. But it's just a happy, upbeat song that reminds you, hey, keep going. It's fine. It's just a little like a bump in the road. And I will go ahead and tell you this one more thing that I remember that, we all have hills to climb. And about 10 years ago at Boy Scout camp, Carson remembers Philmont Scout Ranch and all the hiking up hills. And I was like, God, this hill goes up forever. And then it dawned on me that no hill goes up forever. It eventually levels off. So in life, that's your hill. There's metaphors for hills. Sometimes you're climbing a hill and it's a bitch. And you're like, man, this hill is never going to end. Let me assure you, it will eventually end. In nearly all cases, it's going to level out and go down and you'll coast down the other side. But guess what? There's going to be another hill on the other side. But no hill goes up forever. And that's kind of the message of this song that I will leave you with on a positive note. But I have to say, and I can't say it enough, thank you for being here. Because we need each other. We all need each other. So thank you for being here. And I appreciate you so much. And in the words of a very famous comedian, I will say, these are not my words, I'm going to steal them from him, but I think it's appropriate. I will say, thanks for the memories. And I really mean that.